Yeah, welcome back. Wow, this is looking good. I never even checked. Now, if you have done this, you have finished the front. Now to the back. There are just some few adjustments we will do to get the back. So, if you've done this on the front, please, before you cut out, please add 3/4 or 1 inch or half-inch allowance by the side. That is the reason why I said you should give 1 inch on this side before you start. Now watch me. I always add 3/4. That's the same allowance, or half-inch. That's the same allowance I use by the side of my trouser. This line here. That's what I use. So before you cut this out, please, you have to add 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, all the way down here, 3/4, right? And you cut out on that line. And that's the only allowance you need on the front, right? You must do this before you cut. If not, at the end of the day, your trouser will be too tight on the person. So if you have done that and you cut out the front, we'll be left with something like this. And I said, if you're cutting directly on your fabric, that's what I'm showing you. So if we've cut out the front, we'll be left with something like this, right? So you take this front piece that you've cut, you fold your fabric into two again, and you place this front piece on top, and we'll just do some minor adjustment to get the back, right? To get the back, when you place this front on your fabric again, what you do is you come down to this ankle point, you give 2 inches. You come to your knee here, you're going to give 2 inches. You go to your crotch here, you're going to give 3 inches for an average woman. Let's say between a bust of, between a hip of 35 to 40, right? You're going to give 3 inches here, 3. But if the person is on the big side, give 3.5. But for this measurement I mentioned, is gonna work. 3 inches is gonna work. So you add 3 inches there, and that's the only point you're going to add 3 inches. You come to the hip line, you add 2. You come to the waistline, you add 2, right? So you're going to join those points together, and this way, and you get the back. Then for the waistline of the back rises up, while the waistline for the front comes down. So this was the straight waistline we had, right? Before we slanted down the front by 1 inch. So to get it back on that original waistline, step up the back by 1 inch here, 1, right? Or because you have cut out, you're not going to see this original waistline again. So to be on the safe side, if you've cut out from this your front waistline here, rise up by 2 inches. It's the same thing. 1 inch from the original line, straight waistline, or 2 inches from the front waistline, and you're going to join it to this side here, right? And that's how to get the back. For the sides, they must come together because we're joining front and back by the side. So at the side, they must be equal, but the back rises up at the center back this way, right? So you get that, and you cut that out. You are done with your trousers. There's no other allowance for the back apart from this. This allowance we added to the front, we automatically reflect on the back, because you're cutting the back together with the front on this side equally. Just on this side, we add these allowances. So there's no need adding any other allowance. If you've done this, you can cut out and you start to sew. This method also carries a little allowance for that at the back. as about half inch that, right? So that is how to draft a basic trouser. Now, if this were to be a palazzo or whatever you want to make, palazzos are just fitted at the thigh, and then it comes down straight using the thigh measurement, right? So when you want to cut your front, it's going to be your thigh measurement down straight or a little bit of shape, but then it's not fitted at the knee. If it's the other style also, if you want to make a boot cut, it's going to be fitted up to the knee while it comes out this way. So whichever one you want to make, this is basically the foundation. This is a basic trouser I showed you. That's the foundation, and you can use it to make any other trouser most times that you want to make. So you just do the necessary adjustments. Thanks for watching. My name is LJ.